What you have got to start doing from this point on is pay attention to detail. Do you understand that?
Sir, yes, sir!
This class itself had more opportunities than prior classes, where they had an orientation 3 weeks prior to the academy coming in. They also had the opportunity to take the rules and regulations home with them prior to coming to the academy. So
you're talking about 28 pages to kind of put together, then rearranging your entire life.
They got a lot of help, a lot of aid, but they also are going to have high expectations.
The company I was working for, they were going through a process where they were being bought out. And at the same time, my wife of almost 17 years, we have 5 kids. 3 of our kids have cystic fibrosis. And when we found out about that, we decided to move to the beach because the salt air, is better for our kids, and it was just a better environment. And so I left my job, my wife left hers, and we started approaching, taking this avenue of approach to a career.
I mean, resigning from a job, then coming here, making sure all the bills are straight and everything. You just try to touch base on as much as you can before you come up here.
What drew me to corrections was background in military law enforcement. I chose this field because I felt that it was closest to what I did before.
Let's go, man. You're not at the airport. Let's go.
So I was real scared. I was shaking on the way here because I came here by myself, so it was real nerve-wracking.
We are here to make sure that you complete this academy and graduate as the best. We can't be the best if you don't give it your best.
So what were you supposed to do prior to coming here today?
Purchase me a pair of military low quarters, sir.
Very good. How long did you dream of becoming a correction officer, sir?
2 years, sir.
2 years.
You should have had all this prepped and ready before you came here, right?
Sir, am I right? Am I right?
Sir, yes, sir! So I suggest you guys get motivated and act like you want to be a corrections officer. Because if you don't, we can bounce you right up out of here.
So you mean to tell me in the 2 years that you contemplated being here today, you couldn't find it in yourself to understand directions and change and get what you needed to get to be here today? Is that what you're telling me?
My mistake, sir. Yes, sir.
Your mistake. It sure is.
I started getting the frustration going on when we were trying to do the quick uniform changes. That's where it started getting frustrated because I felt like I wasn't moving really fast. I was just kind of slow and lethargic this morning.
Every time I say left or right, that is the foot that should be striking the ground. It's just like taking a brand new child and teaching him one thing and then getting him or her ready for the next step. So when they come here in the first 2 weeks is when we have the most difficulty converting these individuals from civilian type life to the academy type life that they're going to be living here.
Left foot, turn and pivot. We'll work on it. You need some practice bad.
By the 3rd week, the platoon should be running smooth and fine-tuned. Those individuals that can't make it would be weeded out by then. Okay, those individuals either by virtue of the instructors or by virtue of them just waking up one day and say, "Sir, I can't take this, I gotta leave."
During today's ceremony, we'll present the guidon for Class 217. A guidon is a small flag used to identify a military or paramilitary unit. The word guidon comes from the Old French guide home, who was a leader of a cavalry unit and carried the flag. Before modern communications, the guidon was carried by the unit leader and used to signal a unit which way to deploy or maneuver during battle. Due to the noise and chaos of battle, they could not hear shouted commands, but they could always see the guidon carried by the leader and would know their leader's intentions. Tradition held that if the leader was wounded or killed, the next man would pick up the guidon and assume the role of the new leader. The guidon symbolizes leadership, respect, and honor. Today, we will present you that guidon, and we expect you to carry it with pride and dignity.
Hey, guidon!
Okay, I want to talk to you about a couple things, though.
These are long weeks. These are trying weeks. These are weeks where family members don't get to see each other. A lot of these families, some of them are head of households, and now the person that's at home has never had to handle the things that they have to handle now.
Especially with having 5 children, I believe a little harder on my wife because she's got to be the mother, the father, disciplinarian, the entertainer, you know, everything all around for her. Especially with having 3 sick kids at home, it's even more intense for her.
So for them to come down and show their support, for them to come down and get a chance to see what that other family member is going through, kind of brings a unity.
The worst thing is at night when you're sitting in the evenings, you know, you're sitting on your rack and it gives you a little more time to think about, you know, the family and your wife and kids at home. I think that's the hardest part, is just staying up here.
Now they can kind of see it, and it makes a closure. It brings everything full circle, and it makes the family unit that much closer.
Now they're going to learn throughout the cycle what it is needed as a corrections officer in order to blend into the family that we have.
Certain people have certain strengths. Part of our job is to try to bring all of them out, not just one facet, but bring all of them out so that when they do go into the facility, they're actually showing them all of those facets.
Correction officers need to know that they can perform their duties and their jobs even while they're under the use or the effects of OC. And we may have to go into a cell where an inmate has just been sprayed with OC, and we're going to go in and restrain them or bring them out of that cell.
Stop! Okay, now, okay, stop. Put your handcuffs away. Put your handcuffs away. You finish here. Knee striking, Camel. Knee striking. There you go.
Stop, get back! Stop, get back!
Stop, get snacked! Stop, get snacked! Stop, get snacked!
There you go. I went into complete shock during OC, but I had to put it all behind me. Once I figured all the other people that were in front of me got through it, I could do it too. And I just kept thinking about failing and going home. But I made it and I'm still here, so I'm proud of myself about that.
It burns, it ain't no joke. Ain't nobody lying about it, it burns. You try your hardest to keep those eyes open and keep telling you no matter what the instructors say, you ain't gonna do what they say.
So now I need you to open your eyes.
Stay against the wind.
There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, every now and then just open your eyes.
Jesus.
Open your eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
Feel that air?
Calm yourself down.
Yes, sir.
We're going back to the first station.
Please, no, sir.
Listen
I
to
want
me.
to go home.
No, you're not. Come here.
Yes, sir.
Come here.
Can I just wipe this out, sir?
No, you have to go back to the beginning station. Come here. They need to know that they have to control their emotions. By knowing what it does to their body, it calms them down a little bit better. They'll never forget this experience. They'll know what it feels like. They know what their body's going to go through, and they'll perform their duties and come out, hopefully safe and without having to panic.
With everything I've ever done, I give it all to everyone for one.
I guess what I'm most looking forward to is going home, sleeping in my own bed at night, and actually going to work and being a part of the New Jersey State Department of Corrections.
It's a long way
I learned a lot in the sense of safety and security. I didn't realize the amount that goes into safeguarding the inmates and actually providing them the care and the discipline that they need. And I realized that it was such a multifaceted job.
Being here is a huge accomplishment for me.
Let's make the best of tonight. Here comes the rest of our lives.
It's going to take a while for them to learn the real deal, how to work inside of an institution, how to work inside of a jail. We gave them everything that we can think of as far as the academy is concerned, of the basics that a correction officer needs in order to make it for 25 years, a whole career.
All right, 14 and a half weeks and you finally made it, okay? Learn those policies and procedures, and above all, be safe and good luck.
Hopefully I was a good class president, a good leader, and a good role model for a lot of these young people that's coming through. They have quite a large endeavor ahead of them, and hopefully I play a little part in preparing them for that.
Let's make the best of tonight. Yeah, let's make the best of tonight. Here comes the rest of our lives.
For the next 2 weeks, they're doing what we called agency training, which is like OJT, on-the-job training. They're going to shadow an officer, hopefully working a wing, learning how to do a real count. Here we give them the basics, how to do a count, but now they're going to learn how to go there and do maybe a real pat search, go through metal detectors and see how it actually works. So now they're going to get to see what a correction officer actually does. Here is all like, I would say, bookwork or the ideology behind what type of work we do. Now they're going to put it into practice.
There are no stupid questions. Ask them now, while you have this 2 weeks of training. Because once you get online, you're going to get a set of keys and you got to run that unit.
Whether it's with an inmate or with your supervisors. If you're professional at all times, you know you're doing your job the right way. Be safe and look out for each other. Good luck.
Everybody got jokes.
Here comes the rest of our lives.